Citizens' comments or whatever. Come to the
Should come to
podium.
the microphone. Our national audience can't hear you.
There's one sign by the Walgreens at Level Road that says no trucks over X number of weight should go make a right-hand turn. Nobody listens to that. And you're aware that there's a pilot at on Level Road, and they come in and they go through there. Again, it's not the issue of the national change. It's those private trucks who are missing the way station. And I'm telling you, it's like every day they go through there. If you just sit out there and look, if you stand on the corner and you can see them, they've got covered tarpaulins over whatever, these guys are not stopping anywhere along Kingston Pike. So yeah, it's a real problem. And I think, well, you got two schools. You got the whole school system for Farragut here, and then you've got the Baptist school down there. So you got a lot of people who are traveling on that road on Kingston Pike, where these big trucks are traveling every day. Thank you.
If I may ask a question before you leave, you mentioned they have tarps over the trailers.
Yes.
Are these like the long trailers hauling stone or dirt?
I have no idea what's inside of them,
But
but they
it
do
looks
have
like-
tarpaulins over the top of them.
Because engineering staff, we just happened to notice one time back in the summer, there were about 3 days in a row that there were a huge number of these trucks hauling dirt out of Loudoun County to and from, and they were driving through the town, just like you say. We did report that to the Tennessee Highway Patrol and over at the way station and made everybody aware, but that's about as far as we could take it at that time.
It's kind of a shame that the way station wasn't on the other side of Watt Road, and that would have stopped all this coming through our town of Farragut. But again, I run on this road constantly, and I see them coming and going and hear them every day. So it really is a problem. It's going to get worse as the word gets out that, hey, nobody cares about what goes through Farragut. Why don't y'all just skip the way station? And I've been in that business before of warehousing, and these guys do this on purpose because they can carry a heavier weight and carry a larger load and therefore deliver a product at a lower cost, and they do it on purpose. That's why I want to call the Department of Transportation. I think it falls under their jurisdiction just as much as it falls under the sheriff's jurisdiction or the highway patrol. So all those people need to be contacted. That's kind of how I feel, and we'll push forward on that. Thank you.
For the record, could you give your name and
Yes,
address,
my name
please?
is James Remont, R-E-M-O-N-T. I live in Concord Hills and on Crown Point Drive.
Okay, and I think what my understanding is we're talking about semi-trucks.
Oh, yeah, 18-wheelers.
Yeah, 18-wheelers,
Oh,
not
sure.
not tandem axle dump
Oh,
trucks.
no.
No,
it's all-
no, that's what I'm
There were
what I'm
semi-loads of
talking
dirt
about.
going through town.
Semi-loads, they're larger than tandem axle dump trucks.
No, these are all
And-
18-wheelers.
Yeah.
I do understand that there's issues with construction going on back here along Parkside Drive, and people are moving dirt. I understand that. But no, these are 18-wheeler guys from out of town, and they're missing the way station. And I don't know why they put the way station right there and on the other side of Watt Road, but those are the guys who are coming through here constantly.
You're welcome if you see one and get a name off a door.
It would be
to,
great. What we need
let
to
us
do is kind
know.
of like sit out there and take pictures. But you see, I even went on the website of the Department of Transportation, and they've got like 20 cameras along the interstate. But they don't have any cameras on Kingston Pike. They don't have any cameras on Lovell. And if they would put a camera on at Lovell, they put a camera down at Watt Road on Kingston Pike, and they could photograph the different trucks that go through there. They could do that, but no, they don't have that right now. They just have them on the interstate. They don't have them getting off and getting back on. So it just takes time. I don't know if I have that kind of time to track them. I could, and if I did do that, if I took pictures of them, I'd only catch them at one place. I'd never know where they got back on. Therefore, they could say, oh, we were delivering something X, Y, Z. So that's a real problem. It's the Department of Transportation needs to put the cameras on Lovell and Kingston Pike and Watt Road and Kingston Pike and see these trucks that they never deliver anything along Kingston Pike. So it's the Department of Transportation, I think. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to the approval of the minutes from December 9th. Anybody have any corrections?
I'll move approval.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next item is business items, and one item is the mid-year committee appointments.
In your packets is a spreadsheet of the different committees and how many people, how many positions we do need to fill in those committees. The Beautification Committee, we need to fill 3 positions. We've checked the membership for the town residents, so two-thirds of the membership must be a town resident, and it does apply to that. We have 2 positions on the Museum Advisory Board, 1 on the Board of Zoning Appeals, 2 for the School Liaison Committee, and just 1 position for the Stormwater. So I guess we'll start with the Beautification Committee.
Well,
We have 3 positions available. I recommend that we allow Barbara Allman, Terry Freeman, and Betty Scott to be members of that committee.
Okay, and the Museum Advisory Board, we don't have any applicants at the moment. The Board of Zoning Appeals, we have 1 position.
Do we need to vote on that?
We'll just vote on it as a whole. And the Board of Zoning Appeals, we have 1 position and 1 applicant, which is Michael Singletary.
Question of Mr. Singletary. He has indicated several interests in a variety of committees, and we're certainly appreciative of that. Is there a feel among his choices as to what the more pressing area of volunteer assistance might be?
I'm assuming these numbers on his application are his priorities.
Exactly. He's prioritized, I think, 1 through 4. Let's look over here. Yeah, 1 through 4 of what he wanted to do, and fortunately, 3 in his choices for 3rd and 4th choice are not applicable at this time, so. And the Board of Zoning Appeals term, this particular position is up June 2014.
Well, we need 2 in the School Liaison Committee, right? We have 1 applicant, and he's the one.
Have 2 applicants for 1 position in the Stormwater.
Now, Allison, the Stormwater Advisory Committee has specified requirements for membership.
This
And
is the at-large position.
So these are both at large, okay. I'm sorry, there's 1 at large.
There's 1.
One of those positions is an engineering position, at least 1, right?
Carol, do you have any additions to the Stormwater applicants? Any comment?
Comment, I think David had talked with Jason some earlier today.
Okay.
But if the board's looking for a recommendation, I think our stormwater coordinator had recommended Debbie Frazier for the position. Knows Ms. Frazier is a teacher at Farragut High School and is involved, and especially if we're looking at possibility in the future of an outdoor classroom, may be good to have a person like that on the committee. But both are look very qualified, of course, to do the job.
What is the address? Is Tanrera Drive, is that in Farragut?
Neither one of the applicants live in the town limits.
That is not a requirement on the Stormwater Advisory Committee.
Okay.
Well, I would begin by seconding Dot's recommendation that all 3 applicants for the Beautification Committee be appointed. I would also recommend Mrs. Frazier for the Stormwater Committee and Mr. Singletary for his first preference on the School Liaison Committee. And that is a motion.
What about the BZA?
Well, we have 1.
You know, Michael Singletary is
No, I
BZA?
recommended him for the School Liaison
Okay.
Committee, which was his top preference.
Okay.
Well, So is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So,
One opposed.
we're still left with some positions to be filled, and I don't know if Mr. Singletary wants to take on both jobs or not, but that's a possibility, I guess. So,
Nothing that
Excuse
prohibits
me.
that, is there?
No, sir.
Could we still continue to advertise that we need positions?
Yes, ma'am, I think
Good.
we will. Certainly have two open museum committees, one BZA and one school liaison committee. So we can continue to advertise for applicants, and hopefully the papers maybe could get the word out for us, and we can hopefully get some more applicants.
Is it possible to check, and Tom had a good suggestion, it whispered a minute ago about, given Ms. Friedenberg's engineering background, about possibility she might be interested in the Board of Zoning Appeals position, given her technical background.
I think the requirement for the BZA, unfortunately, is that they must be a town resident,
Oh, okay, sorry.
and Ms. Friedberg is not.
Okay.
She lives just outside the limits.
Gotcha. Okay.
On
Yeah,
another
that's
note,
good
I
idea.
mean, I would be happy to encourage her to reapply when the engineering position becomes available.